is real. Nope is more than just a movie title. It's how these so-called elites communicate. I'm here to show you. Conscious community already know it's been a lot of UFO activity for the past 3 years, and it just so happens there's a movie coming out about it. All you moviegoers see is Get Out, Us, and Nope. But since I know that these so-called elites are scared of the UFO activity, they are using Jordan Peele as their puppet to deliver a coded message. Follow me. Get Out, US, Open. I was sitting here racking my brain about what does NOPE stand for, like the acronym, but I was like, maybe it's not an acronym. Maybe you just gotta move the letters around. US Open. US Open. Like tennis? Stay with me. The date numerology for NOPE, which is today, is 29. 7 plus 22 gives you 29. Keanu, the movie that he starred in, equals 29. Planet X, aka Nibiru, which is the big ass mothership that they are scared of, equals 29. Horse equals 29. This is why I said horse. When you look at the movie poster, you see the main thing right there is a horse that equals 29. The US Open begins on the 29th of August. From Jordan Peele's birthday to the end of the US Open is a total of 29 weeks. This acronym could possibly mean Nemesis on planet Earth, which equals 109 in a reverse full reduction. 109 is the 29th prime number. Jordan Peele's birthday, February 21st, is the 52nd day of the year. From his birthday to the release of this movie date today, that is 5 months and 2 days. No accident. September 11th, which is the end date for the US Open, also equals 52. There goes that name again. This is how they sync it up, y'all. Look at the first bar. This movie comes out on the 203rd day of the year. Now look at the second bar. From Jordan Peele's birthday to 9/11, which is the end of the US Open. That is a total of 203 days. And then look at the word nope. Nope equals 23 and a full reduction. Remember, in gematria, all you got to do is eliminate the zero, because the zero don't matter. It's just like looking at 23. Y'all think these so-called elites don't know what's about to take place? They are warning their own people about what is coming. It's called predictive programming. This is why they got to talk over your heads, because if they let everybody know what's about to happen, everybody gonna panic. This is how these so-called elites talk in code. They are warning each other to get out US Open. Get out the US before the US Open. For the ones who claim that I be reaching in my videos, stay stuck in the matrix, stay sleeping, stay entertained. My name is BY It's Real, where I don't do conspiracies. I do real ass information. I'll holler at y'all.
Funny though, that's really good. Yeah.
I was like, what's it called? I just never asked him what it was called. He said, nope. And I laughed for 30 seconds. Like, I was like, that is so funny. Because he said that's the reaction that black people will have when they watch it. Like, they're like, nope. Nope. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah,
that's
real.
funny.
Yeah, yeah.
See, Jordan Peele still is funny, man. Yeah,
He is.
he's funny though. That's really good. Yeah.
I was like,
I just got back from seeing Nope, and I have some theories. Now, this video will contain spoilers, so you have been warned. So Nope is a creature feature, and let me tell you right now, it is easily one of my favorites. It subverts popular themes in UFO movies because a lot of the trailers and posters showed us stuff like this, and images like this that appear to be showing us little space aliens, when in reality, I believe the creature behind this is one that mankind has been seeing for a very long time. The giveaway for me was the creature's form in the climax, which was dangerously close to the biblical representation of angels. Because we already know they don't look like this. It's my belief that whatever creature this is, some would perceive to be angels, others would perceive to be UFOs. And I just believe that Jordan Peele really knocked it out the box with this one, y'all. Another indicator for me was definitely how Keith David's character was impacted by the creature. In the scene when the keys and the coins rained down on him, it was almost as if something divine had intervened in his life in the worst way possible. These are just a few of my thoughts, but I'd like to hear some of yours. Let me know in the comments below.
Gaddafi order. We have to follow Kwame Nkrumah order. We have to follow Nnamdi Azikiwe order. You know, Taman Sakara de my order, so that we can build up Africa. You know, and for Haile Selassie order, so that we can build Africa more than Babylon, more than America, more than Dubai. You see, but we in Ghana now, we are not following that order. Even the books that Marcus Garvey wrote, the philosophies and opinions of Marcus Garvey, we don't read it in our schools. They don't give it out for the youth to read about it. They only show me white man books, which is not real. It's not our culture. You see, they know about Alexander the Great, but they don't know about Marcus Garvey. You see me? And that's our big problem.
A leaked email from Huawei shocked the world. This email was only intended for his company staff, as CEO Ren Zhengfei warned his staff we are all heading into a very painful 3 to 5 years of a deep, deep depression. So he was telling his staff to pivot into survival mode and to secure profits and ensure cash flow. He ended with a note saying that if we want a little hope by 2025, we should find a way to get through in the next 3 to 5 years. This will be very difficult and this chill will be felt by everyone. Why do you think China is having so many lockdowns over one single COVID case? Are they practicing for something?
Thinker. If you believe the Earth is a pancake, then what about the thousands of photos that clearly shows the Earth is round, like a basketball?
They's all fake. Okay, if the Earth is a pancake, then how do we get both day and night?
Because the sun is like a spotlight, and it moves around shining on one place at a time. Okay, crazy.
But if the Earth is a pancake, why does not the water spill off the edges?
Yeah, water would spill right off into space. Ha ha ha! Explain that, Mr. Pancake Earth.
2 words. Butter wall.
Butterwall? Seriously? A butter wall?
That's what I said, fool! There's a big old butter wall, and it circles the entire pancake Earth.
The butter wall keeps the water in.
Aha! Now you're catching on. You're beginning to see how reality really be.
This whole...
is a conspiracy that you believe in?
Having money doesn't make you rich. Having money makes you poor. If you keep your savings in money, then that money gets eaten away by inflation, which is why the rich do not have money. They have debt and they have assets, and they use that debt to buy more assets, and then they leverage those assets to borrow more money, and then they use that money to buy more assets. This constant lending puts more money into circulation, which causes more inflation, which eats away at the value of the money supply and also in turn raises the value of their assets. Inflation is literally a tool built into the economy to facilitate the rich stealing from the poor.
When that solar flash hits, I told you it's going to be technically 999 degrees, but I'm going to say 1,000 degrees on the planet. Okay? Your body will transform. Some of y'all will survive and some of y'all will not. There are beings on this planet that think that they're going to survive this because they have cryogenic technology that they think that they're going to use against our people. They think them super soldiers they got up on the moon is going to come down and save them. I just got to laugh about that. Is there a way to get out of hell? It depends on what you did. I can tell you right now, you commit any crimes against children, you're never coming back. Never. You will suffer for that whole suffer for eternity thing. Yeah, that's real. I have no reason to play. I don't play. I didn't come to play. Does it look like I'm playing with you? Does this face say, oh, ISIS is playing with me? So, I want you guys to be very careful of this lunar eclipse energy. Y'all need to be super careful right now, please. It's anything could pop off, anything could go. Anybody can go right now. The way this energy is right now. I want you guys to be aware of this. Anybody can go at any given time. Well, yeah, the serving from eternity thing is real. I'm not talking about this from a biblical perspective. I'm telling you this from a cosmic perspective. You see, there's things that I know that you don't know. If you would have been listening to me, and if you listened to my lives, then you would understand that I'm dealing with y'all on a cosmic level. And see, some of y'all are so goddamn ignorant, you don't even realize that the stories that were told are actually galactic stories, but it wasn't told to you in the correct way, and nobody knew the correct starting points to those stories, which is why there's been so much confusion. And not to mention shit's been manipulated. See, I understand these things. So when you sit up here and you laugh about shit like that, that's ignorance on your part. What you gonna do when Ra comes for you? What you gonna do when the internet gets knocked out? What you gonna do when you're no longer in your luxury cars and shit, because that shit got burnt up by the sun? What you gonna do then? What you gonna do when Nemesis shakes your whole world and rocks your whole shit? What you gonna do then? Cause you was living in the days, baby. Doctor Strange is not a movie. It is a documentary. This multiverse is a documentary. You watch that to get your information. And then discern and go inward and see what resonates and what doesn't. Marvel is basically laying it on the line for everybody. Because Marvel ain't doing nothing but telling all of our damn stories. That's all Marvel's doing. They're telling all of our stories. You guys have no idea the amount of access and information that they actually have about us. And that's why they keep telling our stories and feeding it back to us. They're trying to get you to wake up. They're telling you about you. Avatar, they told you about you then. Remember the ancestor tree? I think that was crystals. Remember that? Remember when they showed at the beginning the invasion? And how they were looking for this particular mineral? Remember that? And we were invaded by the Nernians as well. Because they were so unruly, Satan kicked them off damn Nern. Now imagine that. Imagine your ass being so damn unruly that your creator kicked your ass off the damn home planet. Let that shit sink in. And that planet was created specifically for his experiments. Be clear, because they can't leave our planet Kai. They ain't going no damn where. Listen, anybody trying to tell you that they got off planet Earth, that's not happening. All the portals were shut down for any of them to get up off this planet. And archons, them niggas ain't going nowhere. They're looking for people who got the codes in them to help them get off. They ain't going nowhere. The shit's sealed up. They ain't going nowhere. They were here a little bit too long and did a little bit too much damage. Their asses is here. And they ain't going nowhere. And they're gonna face that wrath. They're gonna catch that heat. And for all them powers that be that think they gonna survive because you got all this fucking technology and you're hiding your ass inside them goddamn inside them caves and shit. Good luck with that. That ain't gonna go the way you think that's gonna go. That's not going to go the way you think that's going to go. Because see, the one thing that you're not counting on is you're not counting on the fact of Gaia. And if the Gaia decides to collapse your whole shit, it's a wrap for all of y'all. If she decides to shake the shit out of all them underground facilities, it's a wrap for all of y'all. It ain't going to go the way you think it's going to go. You're not going to be able to run. And you're not going to be able to hide anywhere. You got to pay the piper, babies. And you're going to pay the piper. You got your short little bit of time. But keep watching that sun, because Ra's showing you signs. And now that Nemesis is here, we're going to start there first. I hope you guys are stocking up on your food and shit. See, what they're trying to do is they're trying to play it off and make it seem like it's all man-made shortages. Yes, they're doing that silly shit. They're doing that stupid ass shit. But see, they want you to think that they're all powerful when there's nothing more powerful than what's on this planet right now. Them damn archives are trying to get off this planet. All the beings that created havoc that they made deals with are now trying to get off the planet, and it is serious right now. If you got children, and your children are coming to you telling you that they scared to sleep in their room, and that they scared to be by themselves, they're being visited by archons, probably because they got codes or key codes to get up off Kai. Y'all better protect your children, big time. When people start using umbrellas or extra stuff to cover themselves from the sun, that's the sun. Yes, the sun isn't going anywhere. Yeah, that's not happening. And also, just so y'all know, like, kill that bullshit ass Bill Gates narrative. That's just nothing but a narrative, and his ass is AI and a psyop. That ain't even him. That's just deep fakes and all kinds of shit. AI, psyops, whatever the hell you want to call it, that ain't even the real him. That nigga died back in 2013. Okay? So this clone or this AI shit you see going around, talking and all that kind of shit, yeah. Don't worry about that. That's just for show. Don't worry about shit they talking about on that fake ass media. That's just for show. Because this shit's over with for real. You can't take all your issues and all your bullshit to 5D. That's why you were supposed to do your shadow work. Now everybody's in judgment. Everybody's in judgment right now. Everybody's in judgment. I already said a while back, your shadows is being judged. I hope you did your shadow work. Your shadow side to who you are is being judged. You know that part that you like to hide from everybody else? You know the part where you know you're really like an asshole and a piece of shit of a person, but you refuse to go and clean that shit up? You know what I'm saying? And then you project all that extra unhealed bullshit on everybody else? Yeah, that shit. That part right there is called the shadow. You know when you're walking around and all your traumas and all your damn pain and shit like that because you refuse to do anything about it and project it on everybody else and make it seem like it's everybody else's fault because you're in a fucked up ass position? That shit. The shadow. There's going to be a call that's going to be made where a lot of us won't be speaking to y'all no more. That's what y'all want anyway. We're not going to be speaking to y'all anymore soon. And when that happens, when you don't see me on Instagram no more talking, or Facebook, not Facebook, I'm not on Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, YouTube, when you see me stop talking, it's a wrap.
Achei. Essa é uma dica para todos os meus feios. Vocês não vão ganhar nunca com feitiço, com maldade, mau olho, má boca, boca podre, whatever. Não vão ganhar. Quem viu esse meu amigo não vai ganhar. Quem está a fazer mal não vai ganhar. Isto mudou, está a mudar. É o que vocês quiserem. O corpo humano é uma cena. Agora o meu espírito vai arrebentar com vocês sempre, nigga. Querem guerra? É o que vocês quiserem. Querem paz? Querem o quê? Vamos. Ai,